My next guest tonight is the former anchor of CBS Evening News and a correspondent on 60 Minutes. His new book is called Truth Worth Telling. Please welcome our friend, Mr. Scott Pelley. Nice to see you again.
That is the best band in television.
Okay? I believe it. And now it has been reported as news. That's official right now.
I should have had a band at the evening news.
You know what?
Now I think of it.
You know what? Nora is taking over. Would you advise her to get a band?
Absolutely. And an audience. You've got the best audience in television.
So important. So few, here's the thing about you, so few newsmen know the value of pandering. That's the first step in being a good newsman. It is a storied position. Not that many people have been the anchor of the CBS Evening News. Do you actually have any advice to Nora? Like, how do you do that job?
You know, Nora and I have already spoken about this, and I'm not at all surprised that she was way ahead of me. It's not about the anchor. It's about the 250 people who put the broadcast on every day. It's about the people who are overseas risking their lives to cover the news. It's about the... Thank you. It's about all the artists, the photographers, the sound men. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Exactly. It's all about me.
And
these guys get to witness it every night. I'm so happy. I'm so happy for them.
And so the best thing the anchor can do is to see those people, acknowledge those people, cheer those people on, because it makes the broadcast so much better.
You led the evening news broadcast, the very first broadcast that you did. You led with the wars in Afghanistan and Iraq, whereas everybody else that night led with news about Anthony Weiner.
And you made a joke about it that night.
That sounds like me. That sounds like me. Why was that? Why was that important to you to do that differently?
You know, at the time, my thinking was, who's Anthony Weiner? He's never passed a bill in the Congress. He's not the chairman of any committee, much less an important committee. National policy is not going to change if he is hounded out of office. On the other hand, that day we had Americans being killed in Afghanistan. Now, what's the most important thing that happened that day?
Well, that makes me think. What do you think is the important underreported story right now? Because the president is important, and he's always important, whoever is in that position. But our president particularly consumes all the air in the newsroom. What are we not hearing about because of what's being reported right now, in your opinion?
You know, to be frank, I think he is part of the most important story that we're not saying enough about, and that is disinformation that has become prevalent throughout our society. I mean, we live in a time... Definitely should have had an audience at the evening news. We live in a time where never in human history has more information been available to more people. That's a great thing. But never in human history has more bad information been available to more people. That is a big change in our generation, for the next generation, a big change for America. You have to have solid, reliable information for people to make decisions about their families and their country. And so much of what we are reading and seeing is a cynical attempt by hostile foreign governments or self-dealing politicians to poison that landscape. What's the most dangerous thing to a democracy? Is it terrorism? War? Maybe another great recession? I don't think so. I think the biggest danger to a democracy is poisoning the information.
That we can only truly I believe that's true. I believe America is great enough and strong enough that we can only destroy ourselves from within. And misinformation is one way for us to do that. You have a new book. It's called Truth Worth Telling. How do we combat this misinformation?
You know, our audiences have a lot to do with it. They have to take responsibility. They have to be skeptical. They have to go to, this sounds a little self-serving, but they have to go to brand names that they can trust. Maybe that's CBS News. Maybe it's the Dallas Morning News or the Chicago Tribune or ABC News. But what you know when you go to one of those sources is that there are people who've been trained in journalism, being supervised by people who've been doing this for 20, 30, 40 years, and there are enormous consequences for them if they get something wrong. So they're trying like hell to get it right.
But some random person tweeting gets something wrong, and that's where you got from information. There's no ramifications, because you may not even know who that person is.
What the audience, exactly. And what the audience can do is see something on the internet and ask themselves, right, the way we do as journalists, ask themselves, wait a minute, seriously? I'm going to see what somebody else is writing about that. And see if other reliable news sources that you know of are reporting the story in the same way. It's easier to do that than ever, but I don't feel enough people are taking that responsibility seriously. The founders were counting on us to be active, proactive citizens of this country. That's why they gave us the power. But there's a responsibility, and it takes a little bit of work.
Well, one of the ways you approach your reporting, I admire, and it's one of the postures you use when reporting. You have a tendency to put your glasses in your mouth.
I don't think so.
Why do you do this, or are your glasses just so delicious that do you have flavored glasses?
I've had people say, what a ridiculous affectation. I can't see. That's my problem. I can't see. It's not an affectation. I need these things. I went to bed.
To read the cards or
to
something?
read.
Yes.
To read to what's in front of me. I can see you. I can see John in the band, but if I'm hopeless with what's right here on the desk. So on the evening news, I was constantly putting my glasses on, reading something, talking to someone, putting them back on, etc. I went to bed on my 50th birthday with 20/20 vision. I woke up the next morning, gone, blind as a bat.
Wow.
And so I wear these all the time because you wear glasses. You need more wrist.
More wrist?
Yeah. It's a little. It's actually like that. Little flare. That's it. That is it.
Truth Worth Telling comes out next Tuesday. Scott Pelley, everybody. We'll be right back with a performance